I do want to talk a little about WrestleMania. You know, sometimes because it does fit in with this whole thing as well about, bigging yourself up to some degree. And, look, I've always done that on this podcast. I spend a lot of time, might be fictional, might not be, talking about how good we are compared to everybody else. And I'll tell you what, there is something about it that you might listen to it and you might go, I could really do without that bit. But what it is you're positioning yourself and you're saying, we believe in ourselves. Yeah. You can believe in us too. And I think WWE need to understand that before they start building up to their biggest show of the year. Honestly, Petey, it's like this last week. They brought in, obviously, Danhausen has been doing everything over the last couple of weeks, and they've really got over this notion that he can do curses. Well, at some point, he's fucking cursed WrestleMania because it's working like a dream.
He went for a meeting at head office and actually stepped into the writer's room.
That's it. They said, hey, can you mind doing the old... and he went, absolutely, let's have a go. You're cast. Like that. And there must have been a moment where it's like a cloud past the sun. And everyone just went... What the fuck happened there? And he just went, look, I can't control this. It's a deep, dark power from eldritch times, older than humanity itself. I can do it, but you will be cast. I can't help it. I'm 1,000 years old. But on SmackDown, Randy Orton has been over, WWE programming the last couple of weeks, been having phone calls with someone who is sort of returning. He's been on the phone, and who is the mystery person? Well, it turned out to be Pat McAfee. And if you don't watch it week by week and keep fucking notes, you wouldn't have any idea he hadn't been around. Exactly. He had done an interview a couple of weeks ago where he was saying, I just feel like the wrestling business has passed me by. For whatever reason, they don't seem that interested in me. And it was working the fans. You marks got worked. He returned and he did a run-in, attacked Cody Rhodes, and he's allied with Randy Orton ahead of WrestleMania. Absolutely not needed. Randy Orton does not need a little bit extra sizzle in there. That is fine. You either want to see him or you don't. But there's a chance now that, obviously Cody will have to get someone on his side. The vague rumor is it might be Tom Brady, I think he's NFL. I don't even know. But only because he's been disparaging WWE for months, calling it cute. Yeah. And Logan Paul has been sort of fighting against that. That seemed to be to build up some sort of event they had going on outside of WWE. But look, who knows, who cares? I don't even know what sport that man plays. So
he's the one who kissed his son, didn't he? Like, gave him a proper Frenchie. He was having a massage famously. There's a video clip of him.
None of this is savoury.
And his kid, he said, "Can I watch the telly?" And he goes, "Yeah, but what? Like, basically, what's in it for me?" And he smooched him, and it was like on the lips for ages, and it was a bit much. And he may be the most celebrated footballer, Deflategate, all that stuff. But for me, his crowning glory was
absolutely mad.
So we asked New Yorkers what they thought.
I'm a little uncomfortable with that.
Too long, like romantic long.
He's laying there naked getting a massage, too.
So that makes it weird?
Yeah.
The documentary
Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, and her brother or whatever it was, yeah.
Yeah, and everyone was like, oh, they're so edgy and everything. And you're like, no, just call the police. Just call 999. They're going to have a baby with a massive head.
I wouldn't care. But we have been hearing rumours of Tom Brady having a go at WWE completely out of nowhere. So that was obviously something that was going to happen. So I kind of get it from that perspective. But McAfee, I saw that interview with McAfee and I was like, whether he comes back or stays, he just sort of shuts off for me. It's like a 50 kilohertz hum. A 50 hertz hum on your power lines. My body has just tuned him out. He doesn't say anything interesting.
You should have heard the next thing he did, which was on WWE TV. So he comes back, they put the boots to Cody, and then McAfee does just a perfect example of when a company thinks they're cleverer than the fans, but actually they just do something that everyone goes, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I thought the business had passed me by. This business that I loved since I was a kid, I could no longer watch. I thought it was absolute shit. Now, WrestleMania Sunday night, ass. I wouldn't recommend anybody spend money on that.
And he does a speech about how wrestling at the moment is rubbish. And everyone wants the Attitude Era back. He mentions that SmackDown previous week had done a record low for the show. He said that WWE is bad at the moment. Every time he turns on the TV, there's two 5'5" wrestlers having 45-minute Iron Man matches. None of that's happened. I mean, it's absolutely not even true. Not even referencing.
It's basically, I walk down the street in London and I have youths stabbing each other in the street. It's that kind of level, isn't it?
It really is. It's very much, she said she'd vote for reform and the whole place applauded. It's just absolute. If you're going to pick on something, then do you know who should be aware of what's going on in the product? The fucking writers of it. They should be able to actually say, there was a thing we did that no one liked, let's reference that. Instead, they reference, they're so thin-skinned, they can't say something that we did was bad. So they just invent something and they go, yeah, that sounds bad. Yeah. And this 5'5" thing, again, that is from the mouth of Triple H, isn't it? He didn't like the little lads who jump about who are good, you know. So he then just says, and, you know, unsurprisingly, WrestleMania tickets are still available. And it's sort of blaming the booking of the company for being shit. His whole thing on it, he keeps coming back to, you've got all this, and then there's Randy Orton, like he's being underutilized. But WWE admitting that it's going through a rough patch at the moment is not the solution to stopping that rough patch. What it does is it makes it even fucking rougher. And like I said before, you have to pretend that you're the best thing going. You have to. If you say we're shit at the moment, people will start to go, oh, they're shit at the moment. And you cannot allow that to happen. Wrestling is such a sort of like delicate bubble as it is, this fictionalized agreement between the talent and the audience, that if there's the thing hanging over it going, by the way, none of this is good, it's like sitting next to someone who is nudging you all the time and going, do you actually believe this is real? Do you actually, oh my God, look, that didn't hurt. It's that, but they've decided to go, that's the angle. Then they had Cody come out to do his own speech where he said he thought the angle was shit. And he compared the reveal of Pat McAfee to being when Nash and Hall introduced the third member of what would become the NWO, and instead of Hulk Hogan, it had been Disco Inferno. I will always enjoy Cody Rhodes dunking on Disco Inferno. I have no problem with that at all.
There's a growing YouTube channel called Wrestle Me, where these English guy makes these reckless wrestling documentaries. It's pretty great stuff.
But I don't think most of the people in that arena really recognise the name Disco Inferno. The very fact is, he was referring to an angle that took place 30 years ago. I know it's been replayed a million times. I know we've seen it time and time and time again. Yeah. But is that the best we can do? The best we can do is look back to 30 years ago when something fucking worked.
Well, look at how the video game has been kind of advertised, you know, the Attitude Era and all that stuff. I mean, it's all the Monday Night Wars. There's been precious little happening since then, it seems.
Triple H was there then, and that's when wrestling was good. And he sits in that room, and I'm sure if you sit there and go, why don't we do Chelsea Green is doing a deluded Trump gimmick, he will just go, what the fuck are you talking about? But if you went, why doesn't Chelsea Green do a thing where she's trying to bring back the Monday Night Wars? He'd go, I like it. I was in those.
We really were the best back then. It is, but it is just having someone in charge. It would be like me running XFM or something, you know what I mean? We had some great times. Yeah, let's bring fucking, all these like dickheads
I tell you what,
arrested.
XFM was better at the time that Hulk Hogan joined the NWO. 96 to 2005, a golden period that we still, I mean, nonsense.
I called Ram Trucks, the official sponsor of WrestleMania, and said, hey, Ram Trucks, do you want to help wrestling fans and sports entertainment fans get to WrestleMania? They said no problem. 25% off all tickets to WrestleMania Saturday night from now until Monday Night Raw. You can thank me, San Jose.
I will say this is the sort of booking that you got in Vince Russo era WCW. And the people who are working in WWE don't see that because by and large, they don't watch or study old wrestling. They just make modern wrestling. And they're incapable of learning the lessons of the past. And that is, most people are not following the business metrics of this fucking show. People don't watch Friends and go, oh, what was the review of last week's episode? How were the ratings? Oh, well, this week is not as good. The only people who used to do that were the people who were making Friends, the exec producers and the executives of the TV network. Now we're supposed to be like, yes, we all knew that SmackDown got the lowest rating. In fact, what you do is you listen to it and you go, oh, did it get a low rating? Oh, didn't know that. And instead they're broadcasting it. They're going, be aware, we're shit. Oh, we're shit. We've never been worse. We've never been worse. Would you like to buy a $600 ticket for our show? I mean, and this is such a big business, as they always mention, this $1 billion business. It's such a big one that individual people are going to find it harder and harder as wrestlers to come out, even if they know something is not sounding good. They cannot argue because the bottom line is it's a big corporation and the wrestlers are not at the top of the tree. At the top of the tree are your Triple H's, your Nick Khans, and so what they say goes. And people are doing it and they're being led down a blind alley. I cannot tell you how little I am looking forward to this WrestleMania, and every passing week I go, oh, just a little less exciting.
I don't know, man. I think it's almost getting better by the week simply because there just seems to be
you want to see Tankamania, don't you? You want to see Tankamania. There is something. We've seen some absolutely brilliant WrestleManias. We've seen some great ones live. We've seen some astonishing ones that didn't promise very much that over-delivered, and we've seen some great moments. But there is a part of me that goes, I've seen a lot of great moments now. Now I want to see jeering, catcalling. I want to see confusing angles. Bring fucking Travis Scott back. Let's really have some fun. Well, I would love to be on that writers team, and I would love to sit there in silence just watching it all, just going, oh, that's absolutely terrible. It would be amazing.
Oh, this is just thumbing a big bruise.
That one's going to speak now. What's he going to say? Oh, that was exquisite. Absolutely appalling.
But then running parallel to this, obviously, Danhausen, we're doing like ITV World of Sport stuff now. Yay, curses and referees. Yes.
It's great that in this period, the only person who is truly over is the man who, when he came out, the audience booed. It's like a Stranger Things thing where it's sort of like we're in the upside down. I love it. At any other point, a man coming out of a box and going, teeth, blah, they'd have gone, well, that didn't work. And now you flip it and you just go, nothing works.
No.
Apart from the guy with the teeth who's coming out and going, exciting times.
Is John Cena hosting the whole thing?
He's mentioned he's on the way to WrestleMania. I haven't seen whether he is hosting it, but I mean, again, it just feels a bit like we've only just finished with you, mate. We've give
it some time.
Anyone who was at WrestleMania last year, obviously, we saw you in the main event. Yeah. Bringing him back in a year, it just, I don't know, everything is just rushed, isn't it? And again, they've just announced Gunther versus Seth Rollins. Really disappointingly, that's not one of those retirement matches that Gunther wins. And there's a ladder match that they basically had, I think it was reported by Fightful, that there's 5 people in it, and they were saying that there was supposed to be a tournament to get into it, but they just didn't get it together in time. And it all just seems a little bit, everyone's, gotta do it, no, I don't know. And the big problem with doing big shows is you need to build them. You need to give them build so that people are excited, rather than just suddenly go, what about this one? No, this one. And now this one. So it does feel at the moment slightly rudderless and directionless. And I actually do think what it does for WrestleMania week, I think it will give a little bit of an injection for the indies out there. One of the more interesting matches that is going on, and is a really unusual inter-promotional match between, if you like, AEW and WWE adjacent, is going to be taking place at the Mark Hitchcock Super Show. The main event is Ricochet taking on
the internet.
Yeah, Liam Slater.
taking on social media.
I mean, you really would have, when you'd done all the work to get that show together, you really would have been like, please don't say anything about MS before. Oh, no.
That's exactly what he's done.
I double doubted myself for some reason, but it's Leon Slater. I really felt like that was going to be something to do with Cat Slater from EastEnders for a moment there, even though I've seen Leon Slater, I think, more in the last 5 years than any other wrestler. Leon Slater, who is a British prospect, is working for TNA. and he's very much someone who WWE have been high on. They put him on the last one, I think, of Saturday night's main event. So they very much like him, and for him to be facing an AEW star in the form of Ricochet is an unusual laxity, really, of what WWE have always been very keen on doing, which is not having their stars take on other stars from AEW. So that is probably the biggest match of the weekend that's been announced, and that should be pretty exciting.
WrestleMania is hitting the jackpot in Las Vegas. Not an actual jackpot, more a jackpot in which we spend thousands of pounds to watch Pat McAfee do something, even though we don't know who he is because we're British.
Why do I turn on
Patreon
and I see all of Gorilla
watching WrestleMania
episode after episode after episode?
We'll be upsetting our families and leaving them for Sin City for 7 whole nights. Reporting from the very best indie shows, WrestleCon will be taking our yearly Uber to Walmart and messing around in there and hoping against hope that everyone makes it out alive. Sorry, Sabu. For the 3rd year in a row, we've been denied press passes for WrestleMania, so we are going to be in the cheapest seats possible, bringing you hit after hit of WrestleMania week fun. Join us at patreon.com/WrestleMe now! Patreon.com/WrestleMe now!